Welcome to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. Vice President J.D. Vance just issued a warning shot across the bow to the Russia hoaxers, and you're going to want to see this chilling prediction that he made. It's really going to knock your socks off. Well, before we get into that, please like, share, comment, Explain America. Join us. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, J.D. Vance, Harvard educated, he is really one of the more polished and congenial spokespersons for conservatism that we've seen in a while. And he has been really composed and very reserved about a lot of top topics, but this Russia hoax one is not one of them. Well, he joined Maria Bartiromo on Sunday Morning Futures, and he had a very interesting comment that I think is going to cause a lot of the Russia hoaxers under the Obama administration and their cohorts to flip out.
See indictments.
I absolutely want to see indictments, Maria. Look, of course, you've got to have the law follow the facts here. You don't just indict people to indict people. You indict people because they broke the law. But if you look at what Tulsi and Kash Patel have revealed in the last couple of weeks, I don't know how anybody can look at that and say that there wasn't aggressive violations of the law. What they basically did is they defrauded the American people in order to take Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign talking points and turn them into intelligence by defrauding the American people, defrauding the intelligence agencies, lying about what the intel said. They would take something that supported a Hillary Clinton campaign talking point and they would overemphasize it and exaggerate it. They took anything that actually contradicted that narrative and they buried it deep. And through that, they actually laundered Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign talking points through the American intelligence services. That's a violation of the people's trust. That's a violation of what our intelligence services should be doing. And I absolutely think they broke the law. And you're going to see a lot of people get indicted for that. Here's the thing that should really bother the American people. What do you want our intelligence community to be doing? I want them to be catching bad guys. I want them to be making sure that terrorists aren't going to kill innocent American civilians. I don't want them laundering Hillary Clinton's campaign talking points into the American media and giving them this air of legitimacy. It is sick and it's disgusting. It hurt the intelligence community, it hurt the American people, and it hurt the first Trump administration. We've got to have consequences for it, or we're just going to see the same play repeated again.
So what do you think about J.D. Vance calling out the Russiagate, folks? Because a lot of people are really asking for accountability. And the reason why is that the lengths that the Obama administration went to in conjunction with Hillary Clinton's campaign is unacceptable in American politics. It's a massive scandal. And the corporate media is not going to admit this because they're complicit in it. They pushed the intelligence community's talking points without even checking to see if they were credible. They couldn't even do basic due diligence, but yet they won Pulitzer Prizes. So that tells you how corrupt the machine really is. It's just there to push out the IC's talking points and to push the Democratic Party's agenda. And Americans have had enough of it. So Vice President J.D. Vance, doing a much needed service for the country and raising the profile on this, getting people prepared to see people in handcuffs and in hopefully before a grand jury being prosecuted. And let's all hope this is a grand jury and not a kangaroo court, because we need to see actual deliberation on this in a partial and balanced way. We don't want these sort of rigged DC circuit or SDNY circuit courts where you have the likes of, Judge Boasberg, who was also involved in the FISA court, right? We don't want them doing their typical duty, which is to cover up for the deep state. We are tired of this. We are not fooled. We are not that gullible. We understand how this game is being played. We want justice, and we want the truth, and we want accountability. So if you appreciate what Vance had to say and you have any thoughts about this story, please feel free to share them. And thank you for watching Explain America.